So the WWE is full of some pretty forgettable moments, but there must be a reason we still watch it. So today I'm doing the top 10 most unforgettable moments in the WWE. This should be a pretty interesting video. If you guys can smash the likes, if we can get 400 likes on today's video, I will upload the next top 10 video. It's been a while, but if we get 400, I'll upload the next one. Let's get right into this with number 10. So number 10, we go to Wrestlemania 17 for TLC 2. This was the second ever TLC match in history, and somehow it was better than the first TLC match in history. I don't know how they did it, but somehow they did it. So it was Jeff and Matt Hardy versus the Dudley Boys versus Edge and Christian, and somehow they pulled off the best TLC match, maybe one of the best WrestleMania matches ever. It was for the tag team championships. Edge and Christian walked out with the titles, but it was what happened in that match which was pretty fucking awesome. So there were some very memorable moments. At one point, Jeff Hardy hit a swanton bomb off the top of a 17-foot ladder, and he went through a table. And that wasn't even the best spot of the match. Edge speared Jeff Hardy from the top of the title belt. Holy shit. There was also an amazing moment when Rhino pushed a ladder which Bubba and Matt Hardy were on top of, and they flew out the ring, crashing through tables on the outside. What a great match. What a great TLC match, and they paved the way for so many extreme, epic moments in the WWE we see today. This match goes down in history. Number 9 is Kane's debut at Bad Blood 1997. In one of the most greatest debuts in the WWE's history, Kane made his debut during Undertaker's Hell in a Cell match against Shawn Michaels at this pay-per-view, and Bad Blood 1997 was never the same again when Kane debuted. He ripped the cage door off of the Hell in a Cell. He entered the match as it was going on. He tombstoned The Undertaker. The lights went off. It was all red. It was crazy, but it was one of the most craziest debuts of all time. We heard rumours about Kane, Undertaker's brother, but up until that point, we'd never seen him before. He was huge. He was a monster. He ripped the cage door off. He demolished Undertaker, and we got one of the greatest feuds of all time between Kane and Undertaker. This was just such a good debut. Number 8 is Vincent Kennedy McMahon purchases WCW, ending the ratings war between WCW and WWF at the time. Yep, that is right. Vince McMahon made a monumental purchase on March the 23rd, 2001, when he purchased the arch rival WCW, and ending the ratings war. Vince McMahon, he always bloody wins, and that's what he did on March the 23rd. And then on March the 26th, he would appear on the last and final ever WCW episode, announcing his arrival, his purchase of the show live on WCW television. It doesn't get much bigger in the wrestling biz than that. Let's move on to number 7. Number 7 is Daniel Bryan winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 30. This is one of the greatest WrestleMania moments of all time, certainly of our generation. What a huge and cool moment for the WWE. Daniel Bryan had always been dubbed as the bloody underdog. Nobody believed in him, but the fans got behind him. We started chanting yes all over the place until we were dizzy, and he finally did it at WrestleMania 30. Now, he lost the title at SummerSlam about 4 minutes after winning it, when Randy Orton cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase, and he tried for months and months to get the WWE Championship back, but the Authority, they didn't want that to happen, and it took him until WrestleMania 30, 8 months later, to beat the Authority on the same night, and then a few hours later, win the bloody championship It was such a cool moment. Confetti was going everywhere. Such a good way to end WrestleMania, and that goes down as number 7. Oh god, my video is gonna get flagged for saying this, but number 6 is Chris Benoit winning the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 20 and celebrating it with his lifelong friend Eddie Guerrero to end the show. This was such a cool moment. So Eddie Guerrero defended his WWE Championship against Kurt Angle successfully early on in the night, and then in the main event, Chris Benoit would win the World Heavyweight Championship for the first time, beating Triple H and Shawn Michaels in one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. And to end the show, they both celebrated in the ring. It was such an emotional moment. What a great wrestling moment. Holy shit. The 27th of June 2011, CM Punk probably cut one of the greatest promos of all time. He cut an amazing promo which sparked the huge rise of CM Punk in the WWE. It would create an awesome drama between John Cena, Vince McMahon, Triple H, and himself, leading all the way up until SummerSlam and beyond. CM Punk with that infamous pipe bomb on an episode of Monday Night Raw, cementing himself as probably one of the biggest household names in the company ever. CM Punk's pipe bomb is definitely on this list. Number 4, you just knew this was going to be on the list. The Montreal Screwjob. People talk about it. Do they really know what it means? All wrestling fans have heard of the Montreal Screwjob, but we have to go to Survivor Series 1997 to explain what happened. So at the time, Bret Hart was the WWF champion, winning it at that year's SummerSlam. So he would go to Survivor Series to defend... What the hell is happening to my words? He would defend it against Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series that year, and he'd already announced he was leaving the WWF to join WCW. How dare he do that? So apparently that had all been in place. He was joining WCW after the Survivor Series event. But what did Vince McMahon do to spite Bret Hart? Yeah, that is right. Shawn Michaels in Montreal, in Canada, at Survivor Series, got Bret Hart in his own move, the sharpshooter. And Bret Hart, he didn't tap out. He didn't tap out, but Earl Hebner rang the bell, because of course Vince McMahon told him to do so. And somehow, someway, Shawn Michaels was crowned WWF champion. What the hell? And Bret Hart hadn't been told about this. He obviously didn't tap out. Who would want to tap out to the Bret Hart sharpshooter in the middle of the ring in Canada, his home country? Absolutely crazy scenes. And Bret Hart ended up spitting in Vince McMahon's face, destroying TV cameras, swearing like an absolute chav. But this was so real, it was uncomfortable to watch, and is one of the most outlandish moments in WWE history. Number 3 is King of the Ring 1998. Mankind versus The Undertaker. This was such a crazy match, but everybody remembers it. You just can't forget it. Mankind ends up getting thrown off the top of the cell, crashing down to the floor through the announcer's table, and that wasn't even the most crazy thing. He went through the top of the cell during the match and ended up denting the bloody ring as he fell through it. Like, oh my god. And somehow, someway, Mankind managed to carry on after that. Like, what the fuck? This is one of the greatest matches of all time. So many epic moments. Such a good Hell in a Cell match. He got about, like 69 injuries in this match. Stupid amount, but what a great moment. Number 2, WrestleMania 3. Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan for the WWF World Championship. Andre the Giant, 520 pounds. This man was a freaking beast. He was a beast. And somehow, someway, Hulk Hogan hulked up and managed to scoop slam Andre the Giant. We've never seen anything like this before, but we've seen the video highlights many, many times because it was such an awesome moment. We probably won't see it again because of how silly Hulk Hogan was in his later years. But anyway, it was one of the most coolest moments in WrestleMania history, and then he managed to leg drop Andre the Giant and retain the title. Awesome stuff. Number 1, the WrestleMania streak was ended. Yeah, Brock Lesnar ended the streak. How could he do that? What a dick. Yep, after 21 years, our childhood memories were crushed forever when Undertaker's streak was ended for good. I can't believe it still happened, but it did. Undertaker's 21-year streak was ended in 3 seconds after 3 F5s by Brock Lesnar. How could they even end the Undertaker's streak? It's so mean, but they did it, and we just can't forget it, because nobody ever thought they were going to end the Undertaker's streak. How could they do that to us? But they did it, and we just can't forget it. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you did, in fact, enjoy today's video. The top 10 most unforgettable moments in WWE history. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to smash that like button. Let's get 400 likes. Also, subscribe for daily WWE videos. And remember to follow me on Twitter to suggest other videos like this one. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Spike your hair.